I've got some striped guys with some bandanas around their necks. They've got hats on as well. Who have we got here?
Southampton Salties Sea Dogs.
Oh, you've done that before. That was brilliant. Yes, we have got. Well, this is because 4 of Southampton's choirs are coming together over the weekend in a concert to honour their founder, who sadly passed away earlier on this year. This was Pauline McWilliams. Graham is here with me. Graham Belton is the chairman of one of the choirs for Southampton Salties Sea Dogs, and was a friend of Pauline's, who I met and interviewed a few times, and she was fantastic.
Absolutely, yeah. She was a wonderful lady, very passionate about her singing and her music, and particularly about the health benefits of singing, whether it be mental health or physical health. That was her big thing, and it was a privilege to know her. I knew her for almost 30 years.
Wow. Well, it was a privilege that I got to interview her a few times, and exactly like you said, have a listen, because this is what she was all about in terms of gathering you guys together. Have a listen.
There's been a lot in the media about men's mental health, hasn't there? And especially with COVID and everything and people getting depressed, there's not that many opportunities for men to get together and sing and just have a joyful, hassle-free experience, unless they want to join like a male voice choir, which is a little bit more full-on. I wanted to encourage more men to sing from the start, because women are very over-represented in a lot of choirs that I lead.
Right.
But also, I wanted to establish a supportive, encouraging environment for men to just feel comfortable in. And lots of friendships have been formed in the group over the last 6 years, which has been a great support.
How is that, hearing her voice?
Brings it to the heart.
You're touching your heart, aren't you?
Yes.
She was amazing.
She was the boss.
I said to her, "Are you all right being surrounded by so many guys?" She was like, I just because I am. Who have we got here then with us? We've got.
I'm Graham.
Joe.
Keith.
I'm Andy.
David.
Tim.
Paul.
Fantastic. And what are your individual stories in terms of how you ended up in this choir? What brought you to being part of this?
Well, I was. I've been one of the longest-serving members, about 7 years. It started 7 years ago. We were actually in a choir called Blue Sky, and then we had a men's group, which was only about 6 or 7, and then Pauline got the name Salty Sea Dogs, and so we went on from there and became stronger and stronger, with more members, and here we are today, about 30 plus members. And it's just such a supportive group. It's not just the singing, we all support each other.
Yeah. And I'm so sorry, I'm sad to hear that she passed away, because this was the news that I heard today. How will you remember her?
Well, we think of ourselves as being her legacy, and what we're doing tomorrow, raising money for Mountbatten, because Mountbatten supported her towards her end, and that's what it's all about, really. So.
Did she crack the whip? Did she have to throw her weight a little bit at times?
Yes, I know she always used to joke with me, because I knew her previously when we worked together for Hampshire County Council, and I was her boss. But she loved being my boss in the choir, and she would always want to tell people, he used to be my boss. But yeah, no, she was very good. I mean, I can't speak highly enough of her, and I think the legacy are the 4 choirs. Although we don't call ourselves a choir, the Southampton Salty Sea Dogs.
Oh, sorry.
We are a sea shanty crew. We're not a choir, but she left behind 2 choirs and 2 sea shanty crews that have continued to perform and to rehearse. And I think the one that brings it home to me is the health choir that she introduced, the Southampton Health Choir, because that is made up of people with various health conditions, and actually to see them sing, and they will be singing at our concert on Saturday, to see them sing and really enjoy doing what they're doing, it really is very warming. And I think that out of all of the groups, they're the ones that I look at and think that's Pauline's real legacy, is what she has created there. And those people thoroughly enjoy it.
Yeah. Because I bet at those choirs they don't turn up with a bottle of rum, do they?
Actually, it's not real rum, but it's...
It's a bottle, it says.
But unfortunately, it's been drunk.
Of course it has, of course it has. Let's get a song then. Let's do this in honour of Pauline. She's fantastic, and let's just think about her whilst you perform. What are you going to sing?
Drop of Nelson's Blood.
OK, let's get that on live then here on BBC Radio Solent. Over to you, the Southampton Salty Sea Dogs.
And a drop of Nelson's blood wouldn't do us any harm. And a drop of Nelson's blood wouldn't do us any harm. And a drop of Nelson's blood wouldn't do us any harm. And we'll all hang on behind. Come on and roll the old chariot along. And we'll roll the old chariot along. And we'll roll the old chariot along. And we'll all hang on behind. And a good run ashore wouldn't do us any harm. And a good run ashore wouldn't do us any harm. And a good run ashore wouldn't do us any harm. And we'll all hang on behind. Come on and roll the old chariot along. And we'll roll the old chariot along. And we'll roll the old chariot along. And we'll all hang on behind. And a tankard of ale wouldn't do us any harm. And a tankard of ale wouldn't do us any harm. And a tankard of ale wouldn't do us any harm. And we'll all hang on behind. Come on and roll the old chariot along. And we'll roll the old chariot along. And we'll roll the old chariot along. And we'll all hang on behind. And a roll in the clover wouldn't do us any harm. And a roll in the clover wouldn't do us any harm. And a roll in the clover wouldn't do us any harm. And we'll all hang on behind. Come on and roll the old chariot along. And we'll roll the old chariot along. And we'll roll the old chariot along. And we'll all hang on behind. And a drop of Nelson's blood wouldn't do us any harm. And a drop of Nelson's blood wouldn't do us any harm. And a drop of Nelson's blood wouldn't do us any harm. And we'll all hang on behind. Come on and roll the old chariot along. And we'll roll the old chariot along. And we'll roll the old chariot along. And we'll all hang on behind.
Oh, wow, fantastic. You enjoyed that, didn't you, guys? Oh, Graham, what would Pauline make of that? Because we did that in honour of Pauline McWilliams, who started this whole thing.
Absolutely. I think she'd be really proud, and I think she'd be really proud of the way that we've continued after her passing, because we've gone from strength to strength since then, and I think every time we perform, there's not a moment goes by where we're not thinking of her when we're performing the various songs, and we always have that joy and think this is all down to one person, really, that we're here, and we just thoroughly enjoy it.
Love that. That was so good. Live here on BBC Radio Solent. It's Lucy Ambash here for a Friday afternoon. The Southampton Salty Sea Dogs are here with me. The joy as you performed that. You were acting bits as well. Being part of a men's group, what does it do for you? How do you feel? What difference does it make to your life being part of this?
Go on. Well, I just think it's very supportive. As a men, you know, it's we've got various issues and mental health issues and so on, and we're there for everybody. And you know, if anybody has got a problem, we can discuss it, be open and honest about each other, and we just find it very, very supportive.
And we trust everybody. That's the important thing. As a group, we're a group. So you're at one, you're at the lot. We're all together.
Because people talk about men finding it difficult to have those conversations, but do you sort of bond in a musical way and then...
We have our differences, obviously, on music, but obviously...
You're right.
Pauline always won.
Amazing. Listen, thank you so much for coming in and performing live. Can you tell us about, because you're raising money, because Pauline, who has passed away, she was helped by Mountbatten Hampshire Hospice during her illness. This is a fundraiser, isn't it?
This is a fundraiser. It's on Saturday afternoon. It's at Shirley Baptist Church. Doors open at 1:30, 2 o'clock the performance starts. The 2 choirs and the 2 shanty groups that Pauline created and founded will all be singing there. The tickets are £10, and there will be refreshments and teas and coffees at half time as well. I call it half time, the interval.
It's not a football match.
Yes, it's you talking about Southampton here. And there will be cake, the tea, cake, and at the interval. And we just would like as many people to come along and support a fantastic cause.
Please do. Thank you, Graham Belton there, chairman of Southampton Salty Sea Dogs, and thank you guys for coming in. That was